Hello everybody and welcome to the Whiskey Dictionary, where I do the research to try to teach you a little something about what you're drinking. Now this year, for 2019, I wanted to give you my Whiskey of the Year. Now I have a little bit different rules on my channel than some of the other channels do. This had to be a whiskey that I personally did a formal review of. Couldn't have been something I tried on a live stream, couldn't have been something I had at a bar, had to be a review video that I did. Now of those reviews, of all of the videos I've done this year, I did 50 reviews, and I'll kind of scroll them up here nice and slow. So if you guys have maybe not watched the channel forever, or if you just kind of don't remember, these are all the ones that I reviewed this year. Now, I picked 4 honorable mentions and then my Whiskey of the Year, but I don't have the bottles for all of them. I have 2 out of the 5 bottles because I finished the other 3. Big surprise if they're that good. So let's talk about New Riff, specifically New Riff Rye. Now this is just an absolutely delicious rye whiskey, and everything that comes out of New Riff, at least as far as I'm concerned, has been delicious. I was in the mood for a new rye. Pikesville has usually been my go-to, but I was in the mood for something a little bit different, and New Riff Rye really kind of gave me something new. It gave me something delicious, and I've shared this one with a lot of other people who don't typically drink ryes, and they've all liked it so far. So this one definitely gets an honorable mention. Next, I'm going to go with the Speyburn Companion Cask. Now this is one that I found this surprising that I put this on my list of honorable mentions, but the reason that I'm mentioning it is because this bottle just disappeared, and it was very, very good. It's normal Speyburn, except it's finished in bourbon barrels, and it's got this basically it's like a nice light Speyside Scotch that has some bourbon influence. So it's interesting how quickly this one went away. I had this for a part of the summer, and every different place that buys this, so it ends up being a store pick. Everywhere that buys it, it's only a store pick. There is no just global release of this. And that's another thing that I thought was very interesting. So anyway, there's a lot of cool little things about this, but mostly it was just really, really good for a very low price point. Next, I'm going to say the Tahwahkaro. This was a big surprise to me. First off, it's a really cool bottle, and I know that I talked about this before. This is the 4-grain bourbon. Now, this is kind of a sleeper. This was at the Austin, the Bastards Ball there, and this kind of made it wasn't its premiere, but it was definitely where a lot of people heard about it first. Now, they'd sent me a bottle of this and the rye to do a review of, and I did it, and I really, really liked it, but I liked the 4-grain more. The people who own the distillery, super nice guys, and just everything about this, it's just a really high quality bourbon, and I see it getting a lot better too. So this one was an honorable mention, mostly because it's a craft distillery that I thought deserves some additional attention, and I think this video could give that to them. All right, so next, actually, I should leave those on camera because why not? Last honorable mention, only because I got a chance to have it this year, was the Booker's 30th. Now that was, I did a formal review of it. However, it wasn't a full bottle, it was a sample, but I did do the formal review of it. So it's kind of like in that gray area, but it's an honorable mention, so I'm gonna let myself get away with it. The Booker's 30th, I think every YouTuber who got a chance to try it will tell you, that was some magic juice. That stuff was so good. And it was hard to get your hands on. Luckily, I got sent a sample from Jim Beam. And oh man, just thinking about it, it was very, very good. It doesn't hold a candle to the rye. Obviously, it's a much different beast. But the Booker's 30th was something really special. And so, at least as far as I am concerned, when I was thinking back about special bottles that I tried this year, that was up really, really high on my list. I mean, you guys know I love Bookers anyway. So my Whiskey of the Year for 2019 is the Old Pulteney 18. Now, there's a few reasons I chose this whiskey, but let me just tell you, this Scotch is beautiful. It was done on purpose, and I think that's the most eloquent that I can put it. It's just, it seems like everything about this was done on purpose. It is truly a work of art. It's crafted to be just beautiful. And it's got these wonderful fruity notes matched together with the classic maritime malt that you get in anything Old Pulteney. And the two of them just work, and it's balanced, and it's light, and it's beautiful. So, the Old Pulteney 18. It is a little expensive, but if you find it, I think it will be worth every dollar, and I think you will love this scotch. It's the kind that you're gonna wanna share with your friends, and I wish that I could say that I had shared more of it. Probably shared about a third of the bottle, but the other 2/3, that went down my throat. And the bottle is obviously nowhere to be seen. So that does it for this year's choice of Whiskey of the Year, and I will say that this year is going to be starting off really strong. Within the first 3 episodes, you're going to be seeing Blanton's Gold and a few other fun things. So, thank you for joining me here on the Whiskey Dictionary. I had an awesome year drinking with you, and I look forward to a whole nother one. So, have a great rest of your night. Cheers.